1, 2, 3, 4.
The bass for me was my yoga. When I play, that's about the only time I'm really totally relaxed.
This is ridiculous. I got up really early this morning and I practiced on my bass, so I'd really be ready for this. I rev up to this performance like I'm revving up to a Carnegie Hall performance. I feel like a missionary. I'm selling music. I'm trying to make people love classical music.
The double bass, the big daddy of the orchestra's string family, has been around for 400 years. In all that time, there have been only a few soloists of note on the instrument. Today, for many critics, the master is Garry Karr, here in rehearsal with the Delaware Symphony Orchestra.
The first sound I ever heard was a bass. Probably even before my mother's voice. It was there.
Garry Karr had to stand on an orange crate when he tried to play the bass at age 5. He had to wait until he was 9 before he could start serious study. There were 6 generations of bass players in the Karr family before him, but he thought he might become a doctor.
I started out in college, in fact, as a medical student, and the calling was too strong. I knew that music was a vocation that had to be mine, much more than medicine. I felt I had something to contribute to music that I could never give to medicine. Besides, I hated the sight of blood. Now comes the hardest part, carrying the bass across the obstacles set up.
Ungainly, lumpish, and bottom-heavy. That's how one writer described the double bass. In the hands of Garry Karr, it can sound lyrical, haunting, and brilliantly expressive.
It as a voice. It was almost as rare a voice as a basso cantante in the opera. I also see it in many other roles, though. I mean, it as an orchestral member or as a member of a jazz ensemble, it's also a voice.
When you think of it as a voice, can you describe the qualities it has?
Chocolate.
Chocolate?
Chocolate. The bass is chocolate. I mean, if chocolate could be a sound, instead of a taste, it would be a double bass. It's dark. I mean, that's my preference for chocolate. Creamy, warm, sweet, sensuous. And it's such a strong taste. And double bass is deep and strong.
takes strength to play. Karr makes it look easy as he rehearses with guitarist Eliot Fisk for a recent concert at Purdue University.
The strings are pulled, the lower two strings at 50 and 60 pounds, the top strings 35 and 40 pounds of pressure. And so when you press the string down to the fingerboard and hold it down, it takes strength. Also, the distances are enormous. I mean, a string length, 42 inches, average string length. And a piano keyboard isn't much longer than that. And we have to cover it with one hand.
Here is Mr. Bernstein.
"25 years ago, Karr made his national television debut. He was 20 years old.
There are very few double bass players in the world who dare to play solos on their instruments, at least in public. But every once in a while, someone comes along who bowls you over by being able to make this ungainly instrument sing, whether it's high or low. And Gary Karr is one of these. I don't know.
That's when the concept of a solo career began. It was Bernstein. I have Bernstein to thank for everything, as far as that goes. Imagine, first appearance, New York Philharmonic and Carnegie Hall. Well, if you're going to start, might as well dive in all the way. That's what I did.
Since 1977, Karr has been visiting professor of double bass at the Hart School of Music, teaching, encouraging, proselytizing the beauty of the bass. Students come from all over for his master classes, which are intense and memorable.
That pain and soreness is a great feeling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Comes to you who really is not suited for the double bass. What do you say to them?
I asked him, are you interested in entering the profession? or are you doing this because it's an enriching part of your life that you really want? And if they say, well, no, I'm a geologist and it's really important. I study other things, but the double bass is kind of an outlet for me, and I really need it. I said, great, and I'm always so happy to work with people like that because they play the bass for all the right reasons. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to do it again. Let's start over, go through the whole thing once again. A little faster. Faster. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey! When I come up here and I've had an intense day of music making and teaching, I just come up here and I look at my trains and they're so demanding that it's a different kind of intensity. It's sort of a relaxed intensity. I think when you become a man, you take out your childish things. I said, you have to be a man to appreciate the real toys in life.
Well, would you like to hear something very soft and sweet and romantic? Oh, golly. Well, would you like to hear something a little bit around 20 miles an hour? I'm trying to expose them to something which can be a source of enrichment for the rest of their lives, and I feel that's an important responsibility. All right, this is a scherzo, and it's 65 miles an hour, and it's by a Dutch composer, late 19th century. He has a difficult name to pronounce, Daniel van Groens. What you're going to hear is the last movement of the sonata. I'm trying to make them love something that they regard as stuffy, something that they regard above them, something that they think they shouldn't go to a classical concert because they don't know enough. I want to dispel that theory.
I took a vacation in 1974, and it's the first time I've ever been without my bass. And I've never taken a vacation since because I hated it so much.
Did you?
I can't stand to be without it. I really can't. I need it. I mean, it's a source of nourishment. It's as much a source of nourishment as food for me. I'm dead without the bass.